We are in Selma, Alabama. Yes, Selma, Alabama. It's looking pretty rough. Yes, this town has seen better days. But the potential for bottle digging exists, though. There's a lot of vacant lots. It's looking pretty scary over here. And there's a lot of homeless people out there. But it looks like they've torn down a lot of things recently. So I don't know where to even go. I don't know where to start. Well, this has got a cement slab on it, so that's a no on that one. But this one over here, yeah, that one definitely looks interesting. No, it looks like somebody probably lives in there. A homeless person, that is. This whole part of town is really, really scary and pretty damn old, but I don't know where to go. Some more. Totally different than it did last time I was here. Everything's torn down. This is really freaking me out. I think I'll try this one. Scared. It's almost dark and I just got here. It's just so crazy how everything, I mean, for blocks and blocks and blocks, half of everything at least is gone. 1820? Well, it's 4:38 and the downtown looks really dead. Okay, this is where one of the dumps is. The hutch dump. But I have a feeling that it was all on that side, but I think on this side is going to be a lot of stuff from the teens. But I don't think anyone's started over there yet, but I'm going to check it out. This is a totally different neighborhood. It's a little safer. And this one looks a little older, so I think I'll try it out for a few minutes before it gets dark. Sunset. If I didn't know better, there was a giant hurricane over here without me hearing about it. Because there's so many houses that are wrecked. I mean, this is the nice side of town, where they got some semi-mansion type structures. But we'll have to wait till tomorrow to get to these. Good old Selma. So many houses like this, I just can't believe it. I should be getting the Sanborn maps for this town from about 1900 because there's so many vacant lots out here. But I don't have the maps yet and the library's not open yet, so I don't even know if the library's open because I went by there at 4:55 yesterday and they were already closed down already. Just so many places I'm like a kid in a candy shop. I can't figure out where to dig because there's just vacant lots and abandoned houses on every single block. Okay, we are entering the cemetery where I found a dump and I told everybody about it, and they seem to have located a different spot than I told them, but they found a much better spot than I did, and I gave up on the dump because I was digging the wrong spot. So I'm here to see if I can find the right spot, and hopefully there's something left because they dug at least 100 days in this dump. Well, this is where I always park, right at the end of the cemetery. But I mean, I'm gonna go check it out and see if it looks different from the way it did 3 years ago as far as the digging scene. Wesley said he was digging 50 feet from the road, and I imagine, how could that be? That's right in the cemetery, and I just drove down that road that is 50 feet away from it, and I didn't see any indication of digging, so maybe he meant that other road. I just can't believe that I made such a mistake and gave this dump away, only to find out that everybody came here but went to a different spot that I didn't even know about. Okay, I see fresh digging over here, so maybe they were lying to me. I just don't understand it. This definitely looks like fresh digging. Yes, definitely. They even brought a chair out here. I am confused. This is the spot that I told them to dig at. And I said it was next to the river. I said I was digging 50 feet from the river, and there is a river 50 feet back there. So I'm confused, but yeah. You can see somebody's dug here a lot because of all the water bottles. Oh my God, look at the size of that hole. I probed every place around here and I came to the conclusion that it wasn't very good. And there was dug out in a lot of spots, and apparently that didn't dissuade these people from coming out here and digging tremendous holes. Yeah, there's the river, if you can see it. Okay, well, maybe I was digging down here, closer to the water. And maybe that's why they were digging up there, 50 feet closer to the cemetery. But definitely they have been digging here. So many places to look. Well, I guess I'll get my probe and, well, I don't even feel like digging here. It's probably dug out, and I don't know. I heard a lot of crocs from Selma were dug out here, but I have yet to see any video footage of that. I feel like I would be doing much better if I was just privy digging, because there's so many vacant lots. But who knows when they got plumbing in a city like this. Could have been 1897 or something like that. Well, I'm gonna dig here for at least a couple hours while I wait for the library to open, if the library is still in business, that is. Unlike the Montgomery Cemetery, they welcome you to dig here. Anyway, I found a spot right here that feels really good, but it's very deep. It's already dug 3 feet deep, and I have to dig another 3 feet deep to get to the bottles. So let me open it up and see what's down there. Okay, the first thing is making its appearance. It feels like a whole soda bottle. Well, it's almost whole. getting really muddy down there. Just a Cheerio Cola and undoubtedly from Selma. Yeah, they're only about a $2 bottle because they're so common. I'm up on the high bank about 100 feet from the river, and still I'm hitting tons of mud because, well, it rained a lot recently, but I'm finding a lot of bricks and very few bottles, and this bottle dump is mostly from the teens and early 20s, so that's not quite early enough to satisfy me. Well, I found 2 jerky salad dressings from about 1921, all the way down there to 4.5 foot level. But it's just too wet to continue. But I'll dig out the walls and see if I can hook up with a few more bottles. This is a sparse dump. I find very few bottles in here. I don't know why people like this dump so much, but they can have it. Now I see why I gave it up. When I say I gave it up, I told thousands of people the exact location of this dump 3 years ago. Well, I don't see the goodness of this dump at all. I mean, it's very deep and very sparse, and mostly 1915 to 1925, and I think if I just get into one privy here in town, it'll produce much better results than digging here. So I'm off to dig some privies, and there's just so many places to go, I just can't believe it. There must have been a tornado in the last month or two, because there's so much damaged houses out there. I haven't heard the news about it, so I'm going to go to the library and check it out and see if there was a tornado here in the last couple months.